Okay, can you see it? Can you hear me? Hello, if anyone can hear me. This is my first live stream, so I am doing a needle felting video um, for the live stream. So if anyone is familiar with needle felting, I don't have to tell you about it, but otherwise, it's basically you take some wool like this, you make it into shapes, and then you stab it with this needle here. And the more you stab, the more it clumps up and becomes firm so that ultimately it looks something like this. This is a superhero I'm making for my grandson, and it should be ready pretty soon here for some colorful wool because this is just the base wool, the roving, it's also called, and you can just needle felt with that so that you don't waste your expensive wool while you're needle felting. I've also got another project kind of tied into this because this little hero here, my grandson has decided should ride on this velociraptor I'm working on here. So he needs a little bit of work too. Um, One of the things I've done with these is they're fully articulated. So there's wires inside. You can make their arms move. You can make him, he can wave at you if you want. Hi, how are you? This little guy stands up too, but I'm still working on getting the balance just right. But he kind of, I don't know if you can see him real well in this case, but he does stand up. So um, anyway, that's what we're working on today. So trying to get the final details put on here. You can kind of see how this is not all the way felted. I don't know if that comes through clearly on the camera, but it's kind of fuzzy and it's not all the way, stabbed in there to be firm. So kind of working on making his arms a little bit. You can see this arm is thicker than the other one because I'm adding to it to make it thicker. And then the way I needle felt is kind of different than some other people I've seen. I've seen some others where they're, sticking to small stuff. Mine are kind of more like wool sculptures. I kind of start off with the frame and then build them from the way up. And then as I'm going through, like this velociraptor is too skinny through the middle here right now. And his head's not all the way done. He's going to have to get, extra padding and stuff built on the head so that he can be fully formed. But when he's done, he'll be able to chomp chomp with his mouth, move his arms, and little guy here can ride on him, which is what my grandson wanted. A superhero that can ride on a velociraptor, or I thought he could be repurposed into a tauntaun. So I can see the chat here. We have a guest visitor here from Campaigns and Conquests, which is exciting. I don't know how to tell yet how many viewers I might have. It looks like it's showing just one, so that might just be you. Can I bring you up on the chat? How do I do that? Can I like invite you to be a part of the chat? Or is that not possible? Maybe you can type. Okay, I'm not using OBS for this because I couldn't get that to integrate and work right, so I don't know if that would work. Maybe. I'm not sure. I'm just using the video cam. It prompted me to be able to do this with a video cam. So I'm going to make some hands for this little guy while we chat, just in case. I'm going to keep an eye and see if anybody else shows up. But otherwise, so what kind of things do you think this little guy needs? If you want to mention or talk, he needs. Hold on, I'm going to turn you up here. Maybe everybody will be able to hear you. He needs what? Guns? He's a superhero. Why would he need guns? He flies. Okay, this is Punisher. Okay. I have heard of the Punisher, but um, yeah, I don't think I want to do that for my 5-year-old grandson, though. I think that's a little bit too much for him.
Okay. How about a utility belt then?
Okay, utility belt could be a good idea. Do you think his proportions are correct? Feet long enough? Like he's got a little bit of like, kind of pectoral muscles built in there. He's got a little belly button. He's got a
Yep, that looks good.
he's got like a nice, beefy back. See how it's like, you know, he's like a buff superhero right now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So the next thing is going to be like what kind of hands I'm going to give him. Let's see here. Need equal amounts of wool for both hands so that we end up with, similar kind of things. So make some hands on here for him. First thing I'm going to do is roll it up into like a ball. I'm really going to make his hands more like fists because otherwise, if I try to make fingers, the way a 5-year-old will play, he will basically just like, what's the word I'm looking for? Rip them off, or his fingers will be broken and misshapen. It'll be a mess. So I'm not going to do that. But anyway, I've thought in the past of doing some needle felting for, like role playing game things for you for the campaigns and conquests. But anyway,
Mm-hmm.
so now it looks like he has big exploded. He's got a big exploded thing on his. But it's going to get shaped into a fist.
Yeah, there's no way to do like the thing we do with stream yard,
Ow.
the way you got it set up right now.
Okay. I don't have the ability to start a StreamYards thing. Is that correct?
Not well, not no. I mean, yeah, you're correct. Basically, yes.
Okay. This side has too much wool, so I'm going to trim some of that off. Let's see. A little bit more here.
Some of the other options that it says is Stream Labs versus Stream Yards, which has the collab cam thing.
Which means.
You can also use it's a the collab cam is a Streamlabs option.
Which means.
Then there's OBS Studio.
I have.
Tools like NDI. I think you got Streamlabs too. That's the green one we looked at.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Another way to do it is to use the Streamlabs talk thing. Let's see what they call that. Oops, sorry, that's coming to the mic. Sorry.
My Streamlabs would not let me, or my OBS would not let me update it properly. And I don't know why.
Yeah, that's not my favorite piece of software. It's very hard to deal with.
What, the OBS or the Streamlabs?
Yeah, this OBS.
I might just have to uninstall and reinstall it and reset everything back up. I don't know.
Oh, that was what I was looking for. The term I'm looking for is Talk Studio. That's a free thing from Streamlabs where you can have a guest on, and they both have the camera going and all that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can start that up free. I don't know if it lets you have links in there.
I
Yep,
don't
there you
know.
go. There's your link.
Where did you send the link to? Is it in my
In
chat?
the chat.
Okay, that's cool. So, just needle felt in this little guy's hands. I could do like so many other people do and like ball it up and make it tight first and then needle felt, but I feel like this gives me the ability to kind of see at every stage that I'm doing it, whether or not I'm doing it the way I want. So I don't end up with like, oh, I made a hand and now it's a bad hand and I have to take it all out, start all over again, you know. This way I can see, you know, okay, it's too flat on that side, so I'm going to adjust it. I don't know. I just like to work this way. I know there are other people who work differently on that and might be faster and more efficient, but I don't know, I just like poking at it until it changes shapes. It kind of reminds me of like when you're sitting in the sun, you know, on a sunny day, you're looking at the sky and you see the clouds up there. If you could just poke them into the shapes that you see, that's what it feels like I'm doing with needle felting. What do you think?
Nice.
Is it noise?
Noise.
Noise. Okay, where do you get that noise term? Are you becoming Australian, or it's not exactly Australian either? You just like to say noise.
Something. It's something I don't. Yeah. I'm not really sure where it comes from. Yep.
I wish I could do fully articulated hands for him too, but it's just not reasonable. And if I try to put wires in to make the hands articulated, then what ends up happening is it pokes through because there's not enough wool there. It ends up poking through, and then, you know, I don't want him like run into mommy with a scratch on his hand because he tried to use it and stabbed himself with the, you know, the
Right.
wire part of the what do you call it?
Yeah.
What do you call these?
Intraskeleton
Yeah,
superstructure.
pipe cleaner.
The bones,
That's
the body.
that's the word I'm looking for. This is basically the pipe cleaner. Which to make a person with the pipe cleaner, I usually try and find the midpoint first, and based on that, this is how I make their skeleton to have a fully articulated being here. Do it like this.
So I'm in charge of dinner tonight.
You are. Oh, you put a pizza in. Okay, good for you then.
Yeah. So can you talk amongst yourself?
I can, of course, talk amongst myself. I'm going to have 0 viewers, but okay.
Yeah, you really kind of need to do promotions in order to get people to know that you're
I know, it's okay. I just really kind of wanted to go on TikTok is what my real goal is, because I have a actual, you know, group of people that follow along with me on TikTok, but TikTok wouldn't let me start a live until I have another like live example to share. And this is kind of what I wanted to do, is just like the needle felting and talking with people. And that's really kind of my whole goal, talking about all kinds of stuff. But if you're gone, I'm just going to talk to myself and talk about various things and just keep going. And that way, at least I'll have an example and I'll be able to prove that this channel is mine or whatever. So,
I'll go right back, though.
okie dokie, do what you're going to do and come back when you can. Okay. Meanwhile, I'm working on this hand. Okay. Talk to you.
You'll be engrossed in this operation forever and be.
Oh, stop making it about you, please. There needs to be some things that are for me too. Please, let's not do this on live.
Yeah, well, you're just
okay. So, just
you got a felt obsession.
I do. I am obsessed with needle felting. It is a fun hobby. I recommend it for everyone. Everyone. When you do a live like this, like when I do a live like this, does it like save on my channel? Like people can come back and listen to it later? Okay. Well, that's cool. Okay. So I'm just going to do the live as if people are listening and then maybe promote it afterwards and see where it goes. This is brand new for me, so I'm probably going to make some mistakes. But anyway, go make your pizza.
Yeah.
All right. I'll talk to you later then.
I'm going to stay on, though. So when I come back, I'll be able to say hi.
Oh, okay. Well, it shows you're not watching right now. I'm not showing you as a viewer right now.
Yeah, it does that. That's why I'm always like, I don't know how many people are
Are
actually
you, are you
watching.
currently watching me right now?
Uh-huh.
Okay, because it shows 0 for you for viewers up here.
Let's
Huh?
see what it
It's
says.
really weird.
Hold on a second. I want to see something. Is it saying that it's changed? Is that changed to 1?
No, I'm
See
not
if it
seeing
changes to
any
1.
no viewership.
Okay. Well, that's something that I need to look into. Let's see if it changes in a few minutes.
Okay. Oh, I see it now. Now it shows that you're viewing.
Okay, so that's weird. So interesting to know. So, okay,
What
I'll be
happened?
right back.
Okay.
Well, what happened was is I was reading something about the stream and the link that I put you in there. So
Oh.
the thing knows that I don't have. This is my assumption is that it knows that I don't have the YouTube tab as the active tab.
Oh.
So even though
Okay.
I can hear and communicate with you, it's not counting me as a viewer because I don't have the active. As soon as I switch to make this the active tab, then all of a sudden it registers as 1 view. So
Okay.
I always feel like somebody's watching me. All
Okay.
right, I'll be back in a bit.
Okay. Sounds good.
Okay.
Okay. So already we're starting to get some shape to these hands. Getting some shapes here. And it helps as you're doing them to kind of smush them along, see what they look like when you smush. The faster you stab, the faster you get a shape going. Okay, thumb's going to be on this side, so I'm going to kind of start carving that, making it a little teeny bit separate here. Kind of separate. Sometimes I cheat and use the scissors to make a separation, if I need to, which I might end up doing. I'm not sure yet. We'll see where it goes. One thing, when you get like vigorous with the stabbing with the needle, be very careful. I have stabbed myself more than once, which for me, being someone who's diabetic, is not so. Oh, what happened to my connection on the IV cam? Hold on. Whoops. Lost my video camera connection. What's going on here? Oh, I see. It's supposed to stay on. Sorry about that. There we go. Hopefully you can see some camera connection here in a minute. Attempt to connect. Timed out. Okay, do it again. Oh, why is it not allowing me to connect here? Hold on. Okay, let me try this again here. Hold on. I have to do this. Hold on. Well, okay. I don't know if anyone can hear me, but apparently my camera has stopped connecting, so we have a bit of a problem there. So I'm going to end this stream now because of that, because it's really not very useful if you can't see the needle felting. So we're going to end this stream, or maybe I can just edit. Hold on just a second. See if I can do this. Okay, let's see. Where's my why is my webcam not working? Okay, could share screen. Nope. Okay. Unfortunately, folks, if anyone is able to hear this, I'm going to have to end this stream because of technical difficulties, but we'll try it again later. Thanks and bye.